Mission loaded.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. For king and country. For king and country. On my way. Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. 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 For king and country. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way.
Mission saved.
On my way. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. On my way. On my way. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Indeed. For king and country. Indeed. 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 On my way. Indeed. Indeed. For king and country. On my way.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
For king and country. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. 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 Indeed. For king and country. On my way. On my way. For king and country. For king and country. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. 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 Indeed. For king and country. For king and country. For king and country. Indeed. Indeed. For king and country.
Mission saved.
For king and country. Indeed. 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 For king and country. For king and country.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Indeed. On my way. On my way. For king and country. For king and country.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
For king and country. On my way. On my way. For king and country. Yes, sir. Indeed. Indeed.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Indeed. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. 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 For king and country.
40 minutes remaining.
On my way. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. Indeed. 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 On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Indeed.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. On my way.
Forty minutes remaining.
For king and country. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. On my way. On my way. For king and country. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. For king and country. On my way. Indeed. On my way. On my way. For king and country. On my way. On my way. For king and country. For king and country. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Yes, sir. On my way. On my way. For king and country.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir?
Awaiting orders.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
No, affirmative. Yes, sir?
Very well. At once. Of course.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Indeed. On my way. Indeed. For king and country. Indeed. On my way.
Mission saved.
For king and country. For king and country.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Ready and
Very
waiting.
well. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Affirmative. At once. Very yes, sir? At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Agreed.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Acknowledged.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Agreed. Very well.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Yes, sir.
Very well. At once. Of course. At once. Of course. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, very well. Yes, sir. Very well.
Medic reporting.
Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.
At once. Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. At once. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Mission saved.
Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well.
Reporting.
Very well. Agreed. Of course.
Unit lost.
At once.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir? Yes, sir? Very well. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once.
40
Affirmative.
minutes remaining.
Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Moving out.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. At once.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir?
At once. Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Agreed.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Very well. Very well.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir?
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir? Of course.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission loaded.
Acknowledged.
Very well. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir?
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Mission
At
loaded.
once. Affirmative. 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 Very well. At once.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir? Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Of course. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. 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 At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir? Ready and waiting.
40
Medic reporting.
minutes
Affirmative.
remaining.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Reporting.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Medic moving out.
Reporting.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Awaiting
Agreed.
orders. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out.
Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Moving out.
Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged. Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir? Agreed. Yes, sir? At once. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. Very well. Awaiting orders.
Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed.
Acknowledged. At once.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Moving out.
Yes, sir.
Mission saved.
Very well. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Very well. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. 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 Moving out.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Reporting.
Ready and waiting.
Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir.
Mission saved.
Agreed. Affirmative. 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 Agreed. At once. At once. Affirmative. At once. At once. Agreed. At once. At once. Agreed. At once. Very well.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir?
Of course.
Acknowledge. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Medic reporting. Moving out.
Mission saved.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Mission loaded.
Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
Reporting.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. At once.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Affirmative. At once.
Medic reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative. Commander. Indeed. Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Indeed. For king and country.
Thirty minutes remaining.
Awaiting orders.
Mission saved.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course. Very well. Agreed. Very well.
Mission saved.
At once.
Commander, on my way. Indeed. For king and
Explosive
country.
charge
King and
placed.
country.
Yes, sir.
Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Mission loaded.
At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Explosive
Reporting.
charge placed.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Mission loaded.
Commander, on my way. Commander, for king and country.
Explosive charge placed.
For king and country. On my way. On my way. Indeed. For king and country. Commander, for king and country. Indeed. For king and country.